mind-changing.
So freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 99 and 44 100th, or known otherwise as 99 and 44 100th% pure horror. That's right. Swallow that one down. Fucking taste it. Taste it real good on the back end. It's got a good palate. Gordon Ramsay loves our show, by the way. I just wanted to let you people know that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too. You know, I never lie to you.
No. We are the beacons of truth in a world full of lies.
The beacons of light in a world full of spite.
And darkness and... You already said spite. Hey, I'm Sreten.
Hey, I'm Sreten. I got no jokes.
I'm all out.
Oh, God.
I wipe my hands of this place and I quit.
All right. See you later. I'll be having a ghost stand in with me from now on. So let's get fucking to it. In the news. This week in the news, I got a little something offbeat for you.
Go.
Flavor Flav has been fired after 35 years of being the most annoying hype man in all of the rap game with Chuck D and Public Enemy. He gone. As Hawk Harrelson from the Chicago White Sox, formerly of the Chicago White Sox broadcast team, would tell you, he gone. He gone. As he's sitting there drinking his Canadian Club during the broadcast, much like I am. But, you know, I like to go with the Budweiser.
We'll shed a tear for...
Flavor Flav. Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
In honor of Flavor Flav and all the entertainment that he's given us through the years, let's 3, 2, 1, Flavor Flav it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Flavor Flav.
And there are 2 giant clocks in the studio, which we will not show. Use your imagination.
Yeah, 2 giant clocks and 2 giant...
Yeah, who cares? What do you want to think about it?
I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
It was news to me.
There's always
now it's news to you.
There's always that last straw that breaks the camel's back.
And speaking of 99 and 44 100th% pure horror, try to say that 10 times real fast, or maybe even twice. The coronavirus has spread to Tampa.
What?
Yeah.
It's in the water.
Is it in the water? Did I hear you correct? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the it's in the water. It's somewhere. It's in people's fucking bodies.
It'll get everywhere.
They got one confirmed case, and there's a lot of questions going on about the status of WrestleMania due to this fucking... Is this a pandemic? Epidemic? It's an epidemic. How do you classify the demics?
I don't know. You Google it. We don't know anything. We're not fucking doctors.
No. I mean, I'm a doctor.
I do have one piece of advice. If you're not already doing it for the next year, wash your damn hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Here's
Especially
the thing,
you finger
too.
sniffers. Wash your hands.
Your fucking nail biters.
Yeah.
You fucking bottom feeders.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your filthy fucking hands.
Yeah, change your socks every once in a while.
Your filthy mouths. Maybe put a piece of gum, Tic Tac in there. I don't want to smell that shit.
Yeah.
God, come up and talk to me at a show like, yo, Juice, what's up? Hey, man, it's all cool till you bring that hot breath. My face starts to melt.
I'm super antisocial at any social events like that. Wrestling shows and all that stuff. You'll see me in the corner with my arms crossed.
Looking cross.
Looking cross.
He looks real sour. Anyways, also in the news, our fucking homeboy PCO dropped the ROH world title.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you see that spot that he that running? Is that his finisher?
I didn't see it.
So the dude, what's the dude's name?
Roosh
does this spot where he had PCO in the corner on the ground. So his head was on the middle turnbuckle. He's on the other side of the ring.
The other side.
He's done this open-handed scream thing, and then he runs and jumps into PCO's, does a drop kick onto his face. It is a brutal spot.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's how he won the belt?
I think that's how he won the belt. I think then he dragged him to the middle.
Wasn't there interference from Nick Aldis?
Might have been.
I think I heard something about it. I don't know. So you guys can, if you're listening on YouTube, leave the results in the comments and spoil it for everybody else.
Yeah.
I was kind of spoiled, but hey, man, he had a good run. You know what? I talked to him after that, and
great champion.
Yeah, and he said that was just it was a good time, but there are a lot more bigger things on the horizon. So stay tuned.
Get ready for a big surprise.
Yeah. That's my monster. Yeah. PCO can never die. That Monster Mania is running wild right now, so ain't no thing. You know, he just ain't got no hardware right now. He's going to Mexico, too, for the first time with the Crash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
PCO is not human on Twitter and Facebook. Pierre Carl Oulet on Facebook.
softest T-shirts in the
In
wrestling.
all the land, in all the world. Let me tell you how soft his T-shirts are.
Don't start something you cannot finish.
Man, I got a bad case of the dusties today. Let me tell you, brother.
Sometimes.
Let me tell you, hard times on that toilet, baby. I ate me some Taco Bell. Ooh, God, that chalupa just come out all green and hateful. PCO drops the fucking world title.
Word.
I mean, there were a few notable title changes this week, and I guess I might as well just include this in the news as well because I spent a little time. Now, I didn't go to AEW like I was supposed to because I'm a naughty little boy like that. But also, news for you, I did a review. I watched it at home with Mining for Mayhem, the Mining for Mayhem podcast, which you can check out on Spotify and all that good shit. I don't think they're on iTunes, but
Everything but iTunes.
everything.
All podcasting platforms
Yeah.
except for iTunes.
So, and they're based out of Australia. Good day. Did you do? How you do? I mean, I wish I was drinking a Foster's while I was talking to them. But
It was a great conversation, and he loaded that in the middle of the night, so it was the first hot take officially.
yeah, it was
I don't know
crazy.
if anybody got one out before you two had the conversation, and he threw it on his podcast.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know I was up at 8 a.m, and it was like midnight out there
Yeah.
when I was talking to him. And I mean, I was trying to do so much while I was being interviewed or talking to this guy at the same time. But I thought it came out good.
It's good.
Yeah, we had a good conversation. We did a review on AEW Revolution. And not only that, we talked about a lot more things going on, you know. A little bit of Handsome Prick, a little bit of some WWE shit. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a good conversation. So you guys out there listening, give Mining for Mayhem a look up and a follow and a subscribe.
That's right.
And also in the news, though, I was at Black Label Pro for the Quantum Leap.
What happened?
It won't happen again for another 4 years.
Uh-huh.
It was a good card, man. I went out there. Shout out to our homie Brian from 3 Floyds. Yeah, me and Brian met up out there. It started at 1 o'clock. Had a pregame ritual with my homie Kobe Durst. And, man, it was fucking great. What can I tell you, dude? I'll put it to you this way. For everything that was going on this weekend in Chicagoland, you know, you had AEW, you had C2E2. Dude, they put on a hell of a fucking show.
Yeah.
You missed out by going that fucking cosplay bullshit. I couldn't do that again. Did you see JR there?
No, I didn't. I saw a lot of buzz.
I don't think he saw himself there either.
I don't know what it is, like 50,000 to 100,000 people daily come to that thing in
Too many.
rotation. And
Too many for me.
I'm not going to. I missed. There was like 20 people that I might have known there,
Yeah.
including wrestlers that were just in the crowd, like mingling with other people. I didn't see anybody. I lost the people I went with half the time. I was like, oh shit, where'd that kid go?
Great story, Sreten. Great fucking story!
I'm known for my great stories.
Yes. So getting back to Black Label Pro, though, here's some news coming out of that. New champ. Kylie Ray is your new Black Label Pro Midwest champion.
Oh,
She defeated AJ Gray.
What's his name?
AJ Gray, a.k.a. Rich Homie Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she won the belt. That was pretty dope. Huge pop as always, man. Huge pop.
She's a popular wrestler.
She's popular. The whole fucking card up and down. You had the BLP World Title match, Eric Stevens versus Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon.
First time wrestling there, right? As an individual wrestler?
Yeah, I think he was supposed to wrestle there before, and that's when he had his bicep was torn or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's awesome.
AEW was a great fucking card, but you guys don't just listen to my fucking bullshit. Go and find this fucking match. You can watch the whole entire event via independentwrestling.tv or the IWTV app if you want to take it to go. Dude, what the fuck did I see? Every match was probably the most, you know, New Japan is famous for strong style.
Right.
Every fucking match, dude. Like, nobody was pulling any punches, you know? They came to fucking play. Every fucking match I seen, like, dudes were just getting chopped to where you're like, oh, God, ooh, that hurts. Asses got ruled. It was amazing. Some things to take away from that. Like I said, the Eric Stevens, Josh Alexander match was awesome. The Rascals match was also killer with Alex Zane and Blake Christian. Those guys kind of relate to what we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But wow, dude, that was another great match. You had, what was it? It was corned beef versus I'm trying to think of what the other dude's name were. Oh, I can't fucking remember. I'm ashamed of myself. But anyways, like I said, up and down the card, some of the most stiff, just brutal ass shit hits you'll ever see, dude. Like some total, oh my God, fucking moments. Warhorse versus Effie.
How's that?
It was good. It kind of ended a little weird and screwy, and they were just like, fuck it, we're friends. You know, like Warhorse, like friendship rules ass, you know, like I don't want to fight you.
Really?
It was weird. You have to go back and watch. That was a weird kind of finish. That was the only thing I was a little confused about. But then Danhausen came out and set up a triple threat. Well, not a triple threat, but a trios tag match for WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Yes. So we'll see what happens there. But you know, you guys need to check it out. I had a great time. It was a blast.
WrestleMania. We will not be there.
Don't crunch those numbers.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh man, I had a blast, dude. It's like I was just talking to shout out to Jeremy Telemana, who told you before we came in to record tonight, man. And I absolutely love those day shows. I wish more big companies would do that. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah,
it started at 1. It was like a 3.5 hour show. Still got out, had time to do stuff. Yeah. I think I drank 3 Modelo's, got a little RVD'd, and it was great, man. I had a blast.
Good.
Jake something, man, that dude. I'm telling you, dude, he's something. All right.
Impact got a nice build.
He's got a nice build, but damn, dude, that dude's gonna be a big star, man.
Yeah.
He's with WWE's Ruby Riott. Big Perk was there. I called Eddie, Big Ed the Assassin. You guys may remember him. We killed him off on an episode 50 episodes ago. That was the title of the episode. Yeah, I was like, dude, your cousin's up here, man. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Like, never heard back.
Well,
so, Ed, I'm busting you both. Yeah, but overall, man, like I said, great fucking card. If I had to rate that whole entire experience, definitely a 10 out of 10. So, everybody, hit up independentwrestling.tv and watch. And I'll also have I got a highlight video that's about to drop soon. So
there's a reason why we constantly, on repeat, talk about the independent wrestling scene in Chicagoland area.
Because it's the best.
Yeah. And we are, like I said again.
Well, even, you know, when I was talking to dude from Australia, he was like, man, you know, you guys fucking got it made out there.
Yeah.
Everybody we talk to, you know, shout out to, you know, the queen of NE.
That's right.
She know what's going on.
Coming soon.
Yeah, she'll be on next week, by the way, for you guys that listen to
Gets out of the bag.
Court.
We have the best sound effects.
Yeah, Dan the Dad also, real quick. Fucking awesome. He was so awesome there, dude. You missed it. It was great, dude.
Good.
Fucking asshole.
Who, me?
Who?
I'm not an asshole.
Sean Mooney.
I'm a wonderful guy.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got. A little more in the news. So PAX East, which is like a big, you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Big video game kind of a deal. Our homies from Retrosoft Studios were there. Mike Herman with Retrosoft Wrestling, Retromania Wrestling, I'm sorry, Botch. They were there with the game, and Xavier Woods stopped by their table and was playing. Was impressed. They released the little schematic or chart, if you will, for the Xbox controls for it. It's getting closer and closer, man. I think pre-orders are going to be up soon.
Cool.
For I think it's like Nintendo and PS4, maybe the PC. Takes a little bit more time for Microsoft, but dude, I'm super stoked to fucking play this game. And yeah, Mike will be back soon, probably within the next few episodes to talk about that. So, yeah.
Do you want to talk about the biggest piece of news? Or a little review?
What?
A little 5 minutes of review?
What?
A little review? A little something? I know you talked about it, about mining at Mining for Mayhem, but...
Well, we went super in-depth on that.
Well, I want you to, you know, get into it
dig
now.
deep, get tight, cut loose, and strap my fucking stuff.
48 hours later. How is it?
48 hours
digested in your
later.
belly?
You guys know he's fucking talking about AEW Revolution, right? I mean, come on. I'll tell you this. I fucking hate the neck tattoo. Why? Why did you do it? You're such a dapper boy. You dress really well. You have proper etiquette and passion and drive. But you put that fucking thing on the side of your neck, and that's all I could look at during the whole fucking match. And I was like, why? Maybe it'll rub off, but it didn't rub off. And you know what really rubbed off on me? Anger. No, it's all right. Man. Yes, we're going to talk about AEW Revolution, but that's the first thing that I have to address it. And a lot of people have addressed it. And, I was thinking, we were both thinking of doing maybe funny little bits about it, but everybody else kind of fucking beat us to it. And you know what? That's great. You do your own thing. That's fine. That's fucking fine. God damn it, dude. Here's the thing.
It's his face.
It doesn't affect my life at all. It's his choice.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad for him. I mean, if he enjoys it, that's great. But, and this is an opinion, so my opinion don't mean shit. If you don't like it, hey, as Gordon Ramsay would say, fuck off. It doesn't really matter. But there are a lot of you out there listening and that watched that know what I'm talking about and feel the same way. Oh my God, dude. And, shout out to Brian Pillman Jr. He really expressed it the best way I saw on Twitter when he's talking like, hey, man, it's like representation of he stuck his neck out on the line for his brand and this dream that he had and this goal. And that's maybe what he's taking away, what that kind of represents. And that's cool and all. But, dude, that motherfucking thing is huge. It's about as big as his fucking whole right side of his face, and it's on his neck.
Yeah.
And it's like
2 inches from his earlobe.
You can't ignore it. I straight up watching it the whole time during the MJF match, and I was like, man, I thought it was like a wound or something, like I just, man, it sucks. Ain't no attire gonna match that shit either, Cody.
I mean, we might get used to it. We probably will. And like you said,
I think
it doesn't
we'll get
affect
used to
us. I'm just like,
it doesn't. And you know what? I hate to be that guy, but I will be that guy for a second because I do have some fucking opinions. And it's like, man, neck and face tattoos. Come on, guys.
Come on.
It's 2020. Get the fuck over it.
Cut it out. There's only one Post Malone.
Yeah. No, there's not. There's like a million other little fucking rappers or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, AEW, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very pleasurable for my eyes to be viewing this product.
Here's questions that you guys didn't talk about. Did you cheer and go nuts at all while you're sitting in your living room watching it? Did you mark out, as they say? Did you clap? Did you, did you roll around your couch?
At the end, when Moxley won the belt, I was like, holy shit, I'll give you a reinterpretation of the moment. 1 second. Oh my God! That was pretty much it.
That hurt.
No, it was good. The tag match with the Bucks and Omega and Hangman. We talked about that on Mining for Mayhem, dude. Just the story execution in this pay-per-view was top notch, dude.
Yeah,
top notch. I mean, you were left wondering and wanting more, which is what you're supposed to do when you walk away from these shows. Like, unlike a WWE pay-per-view that you're just kind of left like, what the fuck did I just watch, and why am I upset when I'm supposed to be watching something for me to escape reality,
right. And
yet it just made me more bitter and pissed off. But AEW didn't do that for me. I mean, I thought it was great. I absolutely loved the setup. I mean, the fucking rampway that was all digital was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the bracelets that the crowd had. I remember reading about those beforehand, and I totally forgot till I seen them, and that they're programmed to every entrance. Like, everything they do with the lights, those wristbands are programmed to that.
That's awesome.
That's so fucking cool, dude. Maybe it would entice people to put their cell phones away. I don't think so, but
would be nice.
Would be nice. You don't need the fireflies out there at the phone. You got the fucking thingies on the wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this amazing piece of entertainment with your eyeballs.
Yeah. Wow. Every match up and down. I love the fucking Orange Cassidy pack match.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
all you fucking detractors in the Jim Cornette faithful fucking hate Orange Cassidy. Whoop, there it is. Thought you knew.
Yeah.
I thought.
So here's my other question.
Mm-hmm.
Other than, did you get crazy? Was this a historical wrestling event? So people talk about different WrestleManias. People talk about mostly WrestleManias and a couple of like WCW events. And was this something that 5 or 10 years from now, people that are new to wrestling will be like, that was like historical. That was so good.
I don't know about that. I'll shoot straight with you. I'll be honest. I don't think it was that. I think, maybe they wanted it to be that. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. When you got, and I think Moxley made sense. I think it was, what time better than now for Jericho to drop the belt, and I'm still intrigued to see where it goes.
Right.
But you got another ex-WWE guy who is your world champion. For a lot of guys out there, I'm sure that's like whatever. I don't necessarily care about it. I would have liked to have seen maybe a guy who could represent AEW as a thoroughbred AEW guy.
Yeah.
To me, that's, let me put it in layman's terms for you guys, like a homegrown talent.
Right.
Now, essentially, they really don't have any of that because they're pulling people from everywhere, like guys that already had a big indie darlings or whatever. So they really don't have that yet.
Yeah.
But a guy like Kenny Omega would have been the perfect example.
Yeah.
He was a champ in New Japan. Bring him over, have him be champ in AEW in the States. I don't discount their decision for who they've chosen because Jericho worked out great. There's a lot of good reasons, both entertainment and business-wise, that made sense behind that. And I think the same thing for Moxley. And let's see where it goes.
I think they're doing it the right way.
They are doing it the right way. I can't knock it. It's
I've seen,
but I don't think people are going to look back like 10, 15 years from now. Maybe they will. I mean, only time will tell. I think it's a little early to ask that question. You kind of offend me by doing it.
What?
So I'm going to kindly tell you to fuck off.
I'm going to kindly rebut with what I think.
Your butt stinks.
It always does. No, I think I've seen some comments on Twitter, the most poisonous part of the internet, other than 4chan, and we don't do 4chan. But they were criticizing. They're like, "Oh, you want to criticize WWE, but your first two champions in AEW are WWE guys."
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, I think I think they're doing it the right way. Because they are, it's not even been a year. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of awesome guys. Like people are just starting to realize, like they took almost a year to change Kenny Omega's intro. So they gave him this weird, lame like intro for a whole year, and they just now changed it to a new one because people started seeing a lot.
He's had that for a little
while. The new one,
now. Yeah.
Not the music. Not the music. The video.
Oh, okay. Well, they're doing that with a lot of people. I mean, they're still kind of coming in their own.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What they're doing is there's people in the wrestling know who Kenny Omega is, and they know who these other guys are. They don't know the new guys. They do know Jon Moxley, and they do know Chris Jericho. So why not? I think Jericho being the first champion and the first champion being a heel is perfect.
Yeah.
Because the only other person that would have actually made sense at the time was Cody. And
or maybe even an MJF, but even MJF ain't that big a star yet.
No, he's just starting.
It all goes back to business sense. If you're going to start off a fucking company like that, you need people who've been to the dance and that can represent your company, either face or heel. You guys don't like to hear that business talk, but you fucking get it with the juice. You need that. Right. Because guys got to make the media rounds. They got to fucking do all this shit. And they have to have drawing fucking power.
Yeah.
You can't, I'm sorry, MJF ain't going to fucking fill a whole arena. Not yet. Not fucking yet.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they got the two big guys. They're a new-ass company. People need to be patient. Everybody wants...
Just quit shitting on it. Let it go.
Everybody wants level 10 all the time, constantly, and they can't help but shit on everything. If somebody accidentally blows a fart during the match, they're like, well, I'll give the whole event. No, I think Moxley being the new champion, I didn't think he was gonna lose it this early.
I
thought he was maybe gonna do another 6 months or so.
Expected, but not expected.
But it's still
great.
Cool. But it's
great feeling.
As a whole company storytelling, you see what they're doing. They are developing people like what's his face, the skateboarder guy, Darby Allin.
That another great match, dude. That was a fucking.
But with those two guys, Sammy Guevara, they're sprinkling them in everywhere and giving them like all these different subtle and less subtle rubs, and they're doing that with everyone.
Yeah,
and like as a whole company, and like I said, it's only been a year. What are you expecting? You're expecting all 30 dudes on the roster to be household names a year in.
Yeah,
and when people like,
well, if you want that to happen, then tell your fucking friends and family to get on board and watch this shit. So there is more fans, so they can do that.
There's limitations to all of that stuff, and I don't think I'm explaining myself correctly, but my bottom line is I think they're doing everything well. I think like all the wrestlers that aren't known are growing on the audience, and the audience is also growing. And I predict within 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the biggest criticism, the women's side of things, is going to be just as hot and just as popular. Just be patient. They tried a thing, it didn't work. They reset. They're trying a new thing. They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
they got so many talented people, and the people they do have that are still green that I'm like off mic I criticize because I don't want to be super critical of who I do and don't like.
Who's that?
I mean, I'll say it right now. Like Nyla Rose, like she's a champ, and when she first came out, I just didn't think she was that good in the ring.
Yeah.
And then making Riho I understand why they made Riho the champion. They took a chance. That's the thing. You take a chance on an unknown and give her the championship.
Yeah.
And in Japan, she's known, and she's never around.
And it was a good underdog thing.
It was a good underdog thing, but she's also like, you watch her in the ring, and she's light, she can move, she can do all that, but she's like, everybody was in there.
Ass.
Yeah, it felt like anybody in there could. Everybody was kind of like, it felt like everybody was at level like 5 or 6 against her. Yeah. They didn't want to hurt her. That's how it felt when you watch the match. And there's some badasses in the women's divisions, division. So I just say be patient. Yeah. I like the Nyla Rose, the subtle things that she's starting to do. I missed like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I eat bitches for breakfast.
I like that shit. Being the elite today, like she did a thing where the librarians got into a fight and they knocked over either something of hers. I was listening to it, and she like roared at them, and they ran away. I like that. That's subtle, and it's growing the mythology.
Yeah.
And so with all these the female wrestlers, they don't have that yet. A lot of them don't. And, like I said, the draw is a lot of the dudes, and that's just how it is. Just be patient. That's it. That's my rant.
Yeah.
That was going to go
Heel
with an
Britt Baker
rant.
works. Face Britt Baker right now ain't worth a fuck.
That's another good example. Like, as a heel, she's awesome. As a face, you're like, because they're all new, dude. What do you, like, physically, like, a lot of these people, it's like stand-up comedy or other things like, I'm almost done, dude.
I was going to, in summation, because you'll get the next 20 minutes. Welcome to Sreten's just walk around in circles.
Some of these wrestlers have only been in the game for like 2 years, and that's still infancy. And when you're in such a spotlight so early, it just highlights all the things you just need more time with. That I think so many of these people have potential. So that's it. And I think it's an awesome product. I also, even though I didn't watch it, that's my punchline. I didn't watch Revolution, but I think everybody needs to chill out, and I think it was probably awesome and a classic event.
Yeah. I mean, I give it a rating. It's like a 9 or a 10 for me, definitely. It was enjoyable. It was fucking 3 hours. I sat there much like Dynamite, when Dynamite in 2020 has been fucking great, dude. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like 5 minutes, and then it's fucking done. Like, damn it. Only thing I hate with Dynamite is all the damn commercial breaks, but what can you do?
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, AEW Revolution, historic. I don't know about that. Only time will tell, but I thought it was a damn good show. That was stellar from top to bottom. What? You like when I
Every time you throw up into your hands, I think it's funny.
Yeah. Ooh, Robert, you made it.
I wanted to hear your take on it.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, though, about that. Oh, so some other like news coming out of that. Their next, I think it's going to be a pay-per-view where they're in New Jersey or whatever. Is it New York?
I have no idea.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I'm just shaking my head because I don't know what you're going to say.
Dumbass. Blood and Guts is their next pay-per-view. At least that's what they're calling it. And it's basically War Games. The two rings together. Cage comes down. It was Dusty's idea. I know Cody filed trademarks for the match Beyond, which was the original name for War Games, which WWE owns that now, and they use it in NXT. And we've said millions of times before, previous episodes, dude. Continuity, dude. If it's your father's creation, it's your bloodline. That's you. That's like, I'm sorry, but that motherfucker's entitled. Take your fucking shit. Bring your horses back to the stable, man. Like.
Get a neck tattoo.
Yeah, don't. Oh God, I'd rather Terry Funk like fucking branded him or something on the neck, like a old school Southern wrestling style. God damn it. But no, I really enjoy that. You know, I think, all right, let's. If people are going to shit on them and be like, oh, well, they're doing war games. So what?
Yeah,
so what? They're fucking doing it. Watch it. Enjoy it. It's cool. They're calling a fucking pay-per-view Blood and Guts. Yeah. It's a shot. It's a shoot. It's cool. We don't even know what it's going to be yet.
Right. Calm down.
Yeah. Settle down, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So AEW Revolution, check it out. Order the replay if you haven't watched it because it is worth it. Or if you're out there fucking sneaking about in the digital landscape and you tend to fucking drop on the link and you get it for free, then whatever. Just watch it, but support it somehow.
Right.
Give them some money somehow. That's all I got to say. But I did get me a sweet Inner Circle shirt this week. This weekend, yeah. I got that, yeah.
With the lyrics of Chris Jericho's.
Shut the fuck. All right, moving on. Moving on. Macho ass. Did you say macho ass?
Yeah, I said macho ass.
Stop for the wrestler of the week. Wrestlers of the week.
I hope everybody can see on the YouTube viewers, you could subtly see the pain in my eyes every time you scream into my ears. Okay.
Yeah. Everything's red. So I'll let you kick off the old school, motherfucker. This was your choice.
They were both my choice, I think, unless we talked about the second one. Old school wrestler of the week is Greg the Hammer Valentine. I've had him on my mind lately. I've seen him at a couple of the Warrior shows. I listened to a really long interview with him today. I just wanted to talk about him.
The stone-faced killer, Greg the Hammer.
Yeah.
Valentine.
I didn't know. I forgot all about him. I didn't know he was one of the men whose finishers is the figure four leg lock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I shouldn't say I didn't know. I didn't know, but I forgot that he was one of the dudes that loved
second or third generation.
Second generation at least.
Yeah.
And he's known for just chopping the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, and he had that stone face that I can't even. How do you? It's like De Niro gone sour. How do you? Yeah,
Is that rude?
no,
I just blew up my
I
cheeks.
liked Greg the Hammer back in the day, man. The fucking the Hammer dude. He tag team with Honky Tonk for a little bit too. The Rhythm and Blues. I used to have his little Hasbro figure where you fucking pulled the arm back and he just fucking knocked your knuckles a little bit. Yeah, Greg the Hammer, dude. He's a legend. He's a thoroughbred, dude.
Yeah.
He's WWE Hall of Famer. I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, creeping up on 70 years old.
Yeah, and what's
Actually looks pretty good for 70.
He
dude.
doesn't look. He's one of those guys though that man. He was fucking old like 25 years ago.
Well,
You know, wrestling and people would fucking make fun. You'd see him like in after the whole rock and wrestling and all that WWF shit wore down. WCW hired a lot of those guys.
yeah.
You know, they were just giving money out to anybody with a name that worked for Vince, and he was one of those guys. But dude, he has this look, man. I can't describe it.
I remember him. I remember him looking. I think you're right. I remember him looking. He's always super blonde.
Always a little bloated, kind
Always
of
a little bloated.
stocky,
Yeah.
dude. Just
So when you see him now, he just looks.
he looks,
He
the
doesn't look
same,
older. He just looks a little more bloated.
There's
And
that
it's
picture
not-
going around the internet of him and Brutus Beefcake sitting there shirtless. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
Oh god, it's like some meme or some shit, dude.
But,
Brutus
dude,
has got his nipples pierced. Oh.
Thing is, dude, he doesn't look old. Like to me, he doesn't look old.
No, it was cool seeing him
So-
sitting there at Warrior. You know,
Yeah,
Greg
so-
the Hammer.
I just want to shout out. Look him up. He's one of the legends. He's one of the hard workers from the
Yeah.
80s. He was one of the top guys. The Hammer,
Greg the Hammer.
famous for his chops and blonde hair.
Yeah, cock the hammer. It's time for action. A little Cypress Hill for you. You also did pick the new school wrestler of the week. So, ladies and gentlemen, the new school wrestler of the week.
I'd like to talk a little bit about Acey Romero. I was first introduced to him, and I think I saw him at other places, but at the All Glory. All Glory. All Glory event that we went to, he was one of the featured wrestlers, and at the end of the event, Impact offered him a contract.
Yeah.
But the thing that freaked me out about him is he's a big dude. He's
big
a
boy.
real big dude.
He's probably like 400 pounds.
Yeah, and he can move, but he's just so
Close
big.
to
So
it.
a lot of the stuff he does just freaks me out. I wrote it down. We have an outline, and then we try to work on it, but we barely stay within the lines of our outline. But yeah, this is my Sreten's, what do I call it? Sreten's dangerous to be taken out of context hot take of the week. When I watch AC, he gives my butthole panic attacks.
Ooh,
Like
they prefer
I clench up.
It preferates.
When we watched him at that event, he climbed on the top turnbuckle, and it looked like he almost slipped a couple times. Doesn't fall, doesn't slip. Maybe I mean I've never seen him.
Yeah.
And then just does shit where you're like, fuck, because if you do it wrong, the risk is so high. If you do it wrong,
High risk, high reward.
you're gonna break everything. But he keeps going. He just keeps going. And after he got signed, I saw the spot with him and Tessa Blanchard where he climbed to the top, and she put, like, he was climbing to the top of this ladder, and she pushed the ladder out of the ring, and he dropped out of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, hey man,
Nice
I
shot.
know you're 400 pounds. I mean, you put a 100-pound person and make that kind of drop and like walk away. I swear to God, he like landed, rolled off to the side, and just did a little quick dance. Like his ankles, everything was fine. Super impressive, dude. Physically,
Yeah.
very impressive. I just wanted to talk about him for a
I've
little
seen
bit.
him in MLW. People have seen him, I believe, in AEW when they've done like the battle royals and whatever. I'm pretty sure AC was in one of those, if not a couple of them. Impact, yeah, they signed him. He hasn't really been doing too much like on air that I've seen. I think they have a tag team now.
They did something quick when he first got signed.
He's
and since then-
tagging with Larry D, another big indie guy that we've seen. So I think that's cool. I mean, maybe that could be some potential right there. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, shout out to Acey Romero. Go check him out. Go find him on the internet. He's on all the social media. Most of these guys are. You know, you'll see him
He's pretty
when
active
you
on Twitter and
YouTube
stuff.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to talk about him. I want to get the limelight on him and the spotlight and blah, blah, blah.
Yakety schmackety.
Oh, I get to talk a little more.
All right, go for it.
Now it's time for
Topic of the week. Just fucking stop it. What are you trying to do? Trying to patronize me? What the Topic of the week. You sound so. How can you be so far away? Sounding so British. God.
topic of the week.
Somebody give me a new fucking sidekick.
So the topic of the week. Fucking asshole. Ready? Topic of the week. So part of what we talked about with AEW, it made me think about it the other day. Like if Jericho were to lose, who would be more than one dude that would make sense that the crowd would go apeshit to lose it to? There and throughout all these different promotions, how many baby faces are there the way there were back in the day? And then not even, how do I put it? Like there's baby faces and popular dudes that might not have been, they're good guys, but maybe they say fuck. Maybe they cuss. Maybe they're like brutal. Maybe they don't like Stone Cold. Like he did all this stuff, but he was a good guy. You know, he did all this like badass shit, but he was a good guy. The Rock was cocky as shit, but he was a good guy. Like you pop when you saw him.
Yeah.
I don't know nowadays in 2020 who are those dudes. Moxley's like right on.
Moxley's there.
He's right on the edge.
He's
I
not
don't
a
think
bad. He's not a bad guy.
No. He's not a bad guy. He's not.
So are you trying to get to like? Are you looking? Because here's the thing. I mean, the '90s really blurred the fucking lines.
Yeah.
With that, and with Stone Cold and guys like Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
You're a fucking heel, and the NWO. You're a heel, but he's so cool. He's oozing machismo. You fucking like him, you know. So in a sense, then he's not a heel. I mean, he's a face. If he's you know. Even if he does some dastardly shit, he might get fucking cheered. You know,
Right.
it's just lines are even still to this day. They're kind of blurred. You know,
They are blurred, and there was that quote. I guess one of the Twitter. Everybody gets in trouble with Twitter. Last year, Cody put something like, "There are no good guys." And
Oh
bad
wait,
guys
I
in
did. They
wrestling
found
anymore.
a tweet from 2016, and they said I was being a prick.
Oh,
They were right.
an ugly prick or
No.
a handsome prick?
Sometimes when you throw the lure in the water, let me tell you something. They take the bait. Yeah.
So, I wrote my top 4 faces. Whether you think they're faces or not, based on what I think faces are, these are my guys.
Feed them to me. And what's
So-
the whole point of this conversation again?
Because I wanted to talk about new guys that get the same pop, or is it going to take time? Who are the guys? So pretty much to me, a face is somebody, when you hear their music, or somebody needs to save somebody, or they come out of the ring, or they come running into the ring, that everybody goes crazy. like crazy, but in a happy way. Like, you're not like, I hate this dude, but I love hating him. You know, like,
Okay.
So obviously Hulk's at the top. He's the ultimate, like in history, there's never been a bigger face. When he's eating his vitamins and being American. No, who tops him? But it was him. So mine is him, Warrior.
Bruno Sammartino.
Okay. That was before I was born, I think.
No.
Was it?
I mean,
No.
you're kind of old, so.
1978.
Let me tell you something.
Well, my 4 that I'm aware of is the Hulk, Warrior, The Rock, and Stone Cold. Even though I really watched The Rock and Stone Cold, but they were like,
Oh,
dudes
yeah,
that-
Warrior was never a guy that was. I think I'm still trying to wrap my head around, much like the audience is, on what you're actually getting at here.
I'm getting at. I don't understand how you don't understand.
I do. I try to throw you off. Usually you do it to me, but motherfucker, I got you this week, dog. I got you, homie.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So I don't know who those dudes are.
Kenny Omega's one.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, he's a guy that blurs the line because, dude, he was in Bullet Club. He was a heel. He was, dude, the cleaner, but he still fucking was so cool. I mean, if you're looking for those white meat fucking baby faces that put asses in seats, they're really, really hard to come by now. I mean, You got John Cena, and John Cena, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
No, he's not big. But you know what I mean? It's like
I know.
to find those guys, and even guys like Ricky the Dragon, who never went heel, or Tito Santana. Great guys, but I mean, and we've had Tito on the show, and this is no disrespect to him because he did have a great draw. I don't think it could have been utilized a little better, but he wasn't the guy to. I don't know if necessarily you could have built a company around Tito. I mean, you could have. I don't want to say it like that, so I'm trying to choose my words properly here, and I'm probably going to fuck it up because I'm a couple butts deep. But dude, that's really kind of a tough thing, like to ask. Like nowadays, who are those guys?
Yeah.
I mean, Kenny Omega. It's so blurred. There's no good white meat baby faces anywhere, really.
I have
anymore.
this thing simmering in my head constantly with all forms of entertainment that says that nowadays, like, I don't believe that the youth are lost. I think they're blah, blah, blah. That's everybody thinks like this and that. But I do think that I do think that it's like harder to entertain people. And so when you have all these guys that either the storytelling, like specifically for wrestling, I'll go on a rant about movies. I'll go on a rant about just almost every kind of form of entertainment, but specifically wrestling, because that's what we talk about here. It's just what I've been thinking about. Like when you could see some awesome stuff, like from what I can tell, Pac, which I've become a huge fan of Pac now.
It's great. Did great work with Orange.
That's
in that
why,
match,
like,
dude.
he
even
just
embraced it a little bit. You know, like he did some of the fucking the King of Slaw style shit. Orange is so chill. But it's really not. It's fucking good in the ring.
But even that match where you watch it and the crowd is like, I miss that like excitement. I understand in wrestling the reality is the bad guys win most of the time. They beat people up. You keep rooting for them, but the reality is that kind of dramatic shit is just like a soap opera where like you need the twin to be an evil twin. You need like stuff like that. So, but it's always awesome. I remember when we were a kid and Ultimate Warrior would run in full speed.
Yeah.
Or all the times that Macho Man ran in to save, like the Hulk, or the Hulk ran in to save Macho Man. And when they would run in, you would go crazy. Now they've, so far in AEW, because that's mostly what I watch, when somebody runs in, you don't, that was always my favorite stuff. When somebody runs in that's not expected, you're like, oh shit! And you know, and then the real fight starts. That's where the question came from. I feel like maybe some.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I mean, you're coming from a different time. It's so suspected now that that's going to happen. And I don't think you could really categorize it as heel or face in that situation.
Yeah.
I think no matter it's whoever's over. I mean, because like I said, you know, let's reiterate to back when I just said, dude, the lines are so blurred.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, fucking Pac running out and helping some fucking dude may not, you know, another heel guy may not get as big as a pop as like a face guy doing it, like Kenny Omega coming in and helping the Bucks. It's just, I don't know. It's really, I think, I know what you're getting at, but a lot of these guys that you're naming were attractions, you know? So it's not like,
Yeah.
I think in order to be that person nowadays, you can't be on fucking TV every week. You have to you have to a big following and be involved a majority of the time. But
Right.
like if Brock was to come out of nowhere and we'll put it in the WWE scenario, in the WWE ring, and help somebody good or bad, because I do think Brock is polarizing. There's a lot of times where it's like, okay, is he face, is he heel? You don't know. He's just Brock. That's how he is to me anymore. I think that would be like, okay, you know, cool.
You get excited.
I get excited a little, but it's not going to be like it was when we were kids with these guys that you're mentioning, because it's different times, different points of our lives, different ways we view the business or the product. Now, and that's not to say that when some fucking awesome shit happens still in this day to wrestle, I'm like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
You know, I love it. But I don't know. That's just you left me with some juice for thought. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Again, because I mostly just watch AEW. I mean, I watch they don't do it much. Like I watch NWA. I watch it.
Yeah,
NWA. I like it because it's so promo heavy. I like that stuff.
It's good.
It's so promo heavy. But like Darby Allin coming in, he did it a couple times, like to help Cody and stuff. I like that stuff. He's just new.
Yeah, and Darby's hot, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking hot like sauce, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the. And I hate to use this comparison, but I mean it kind of is. He's the next Jeff Hardy, essentially, as far as his. And Jim Ross always calling him. He's like, he's an enigma. It's like, oh, come on, Jim. But he is. He's got that rebel mentality. He's got the face paint. He's got the fucking attitude. But he is totally different, than Jeff Hardy. You know, so he's destined to be a big star. And like the shit the guy does is great. And he's also good behind the camera as far as like piecing shit together. So,
cool.
Hey, man.
Thanks for answering my question.
Kind of.
Thanks for giving me a hard time, too. You freaked me out.
Give you a hard dick if you don't watch out.
Oh!
You've been serving hard times! Little Big Boss Man theme song for you.
All right. We'll go on to the next segment.
A promotion of the week I think everybody should check out. GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. You can find them on Fight TV. They're all over YouTube. GameChangerWrestling.com, or it might be GCW.com. Kind of that's escaping me. They're all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I mean, they got guys like Marcus Crane, who's a local boy from around here. Schlack. You have Alex Zane, Blake Christian. The list goes on and on. Joey Janela came from there. And they're still doing a lot of cool shit. They put together The Collective, which is a group of independent promotions putting on specific and or what would you call it, like special attraction events during WrestleMania weekend. You know, Joey Janela Spring Break, or you know, the Danhausen Warhorse WrestleMania. You know, all part of The Collective. All these independent promotions working together to do something cool and something amazing outside of Mania. Right. So if you don't want to get the corona when they, you know, hey man, hit up the GCW.
I was like, Corona? Oh, no, Corona.
No. I mean, dude, GCW, they have a rabid fan base. We went, the only show I've been to and that, you know, we attended together was the joint venture with Black Label Pro. Right. And I'll tell you what, I know it wasn't your cup of tea as far as like the death match and blood and all that shit, but goddamn, that fucking rabid fan base, dude, that gave me like the chills. Like I traveled back in time and was at a fucking original ECW event. It was very cool, very passionate, very loyal fan base too. And they do a lot of cool, exciting shit. Right. They are a little deathmatch oriented, and that's fine. That's great. They have a niche, you know, because you can have your blood and guts, like AEW is gonna claim to have or whatever, you know, but you can only do so much on a level like that, you know, like
I wanted to shout them out. We both know that's not my cup of tea. Big deal. It's a cup of tea for a lot of people. So I did want to talk about it.
I think they're a great promotion. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, I mean, hell, there's people that fucking absolutely love midget wrestling, which I think I don't want to go on air and say I think it's fucking stupid, but it's fucking stupid. No, I'm joking. That was the part of the joke that you're supposed to get. No, but it's much like that. I do enjoy midget wrestling, by the way. Yeah. You can go and watch my highlight video because I attended an event and had fun. It's something like that where it's its own niche, and if you don't like it, that's fine. If you like it, that's great.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking cool. I think there is something for everybody, and that's to have a promotion based in that. I mean, it's not totally deathmatch, but let's fucking face it, dude. They're brutal. They do some brutal ass fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
But they also have some good ass wrestling.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, what you gonna do?
GCW.
I got Mac Crew.
I don't know. I'm not a freestyler.
I don't know either. I was just trying to sound like Be Real from Cypress Hill. So, yeah. Shout out to GCW Game Changer Wrestling. Check them out. Poo, 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 poo. Oh, yeah.
The following announcement has been paid for by the Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast. The following conversations between the three Vinces is already in progress.
All right, I call this meeting in order to talk about something that's been bothering me. It's me, Vince. Thanks for meeting with me, Vince. And thanks for meeting me over the phone, Vince.
You're welcome, Vince. No problem, VKM.
All right, I got a problem.
Me too. I gotta take a shit.
Nobody cares about your shit. I got a problem.
We all got problems.
Well, I got the worst problem because I'm the boss here. And what I want to say is we need to work on the men. They're not big enough. They're not veiny enough.
I feel you on that. They're not mountainous masses of meat.
Of course you feel me. I'm the boss of this place.
I got an issue, too. Our guys aren't juicy enough. They're not plump. They need to be mountain of men. Yeah. They need attitude, pal. That's right. They feel deflated.
So I'm going to take the lead on this. Hate to break it to you. Not really. But you're both fired.
I'm fired. What? You're fired. What are you talking about?
No. You're fired.
Wait. Oh, no. You're not doing that to me. I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Damn it. You're fired. You're both fired, for Christ's sake.
If you don't get them twice as veiny as they were last week, you're both fired.
3 times as veiny. How about that?
Oh, 3.5 times you're fired.
I want to rippled and glistening, yeah. My grapefruits are bigger than all of yours.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about grapefruits now? Smallest grapefruit gets fired.
My grapefruits are bigger than half of the roster. The only reason I say that is because I've seen all those grapefruits, and I donated half of my grapefruits to half of the roster. You know what? Half of those rosters, you know what they can do? They can kiss my ass.
I feel like I feel like Vince, your math needs to be fired. Your fractions are all wrong.
Your mathematicians are fired. My fractions are perfect. 44 and 100% pure horror.
Well, that sounds familiar. I'm going to make my guy look it up, and if I don't know what we're talking about, he's fired.
You got a 33.7.5 chance of getting fired. Yeah, you got to fire him. You know what? You know what I like to do when guys piss me off?
What?
And women don't. They don't perform the stunts I want them to perform when my wife's not around. I like to call them in my office, and I like to fire them. Fire them. Fire. You know what? My balls are on fire.
My balls have been on fire longer than your balls have been on fire.
You know what's really on fire?
Your balls?
My fucking hemorrhoids. That's right, Vince. Thank you very much, Vince. That's the most intelligent thing you ever said. Yeah, it's a sensitive subject for me. Don't talk about it. Otherwise, you're fired. I can't be fired. You're fucking fired. What are you talking about? I own fires, for Christ's sake. Get the fuck out of here.
I fired you guys 10 minutes ago. I don't even know why we're even talking.
Fuck you. I've wrestled God.
I didn't
even know we were in this meeting still. I thought it ended 10 minutes ago.
I've been in the bathroom shitting for the last 20 minutes.
That's what I smelled. I thought we were in Greg the Hammer Valentine's basement.
Oh.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. Fucking he's fired. Yeah, he's fired. No legend contract for him. He's fired. He's gone. Yeah. You know what? Extend his contract today so I can fire his ass again. That's right.
That's my move. That's not your move. That's my move.
Don't you steal my moves, otherwise I'll fire you again. Wait a minute. Fuck you guys. I'm the one doing the firing.
I already fired you.
You're already fired.
Oh.
Coming attractions, almost like fatal attractions, but they are coming attractions. So up next we have WWE's coming up with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Obviously, you know, we talked about the AEW Blood and Guts. So stay tuned to fucking AEW AllEliteWrestling.com for information on that. Black Label Pro, they have the Threat Level Midnight. That's coming up WrestleMania weekend with WrestleVania. There's a lot, you know, they're a part of the collective. There's a lot of fucking really good shows coming on then. So there's going to be like a whole Fight TV and Independent Wrestling.tv schedule that everybody can check out. And if you go in the Juice Pro Wrestling universe, I'm always posting all this stuff there. So anytime any of these promotions release like special matches for these events or anything, I try to share them there. So anybody that's a fan of a particular wrestler, hey, it's there. You should be able to find out what the fuck's going on with them and check it out. That's the Juice Pro Wrestling Facebook group. Join it. Other than that, coming up, we have March 30th. We have the 3 Floyds, Floydmania, which is a week-long celebration of pro wrestling and craft beer. And as Sreten kind of wanders back into the picture, it's like I said, it's a week-long celebration, craft beer, pro wrestling. We're going to be there March 30th to kick it off. That's a Monday night, roughly around 7 p.m. As it gets closer to the date, we'll have a more finite time for you, but we will be welcoming Matt Nix from Freelance Wrestling, Eric and Steve, promoters from Warrior Wrestling, and all of you are invited as long as, you know, you're 21 and over. It's at the brew pub, so I don't think you really have to be 21, but we'd like to drink with you, have some fucking drinks, hell yeah.
Drinks, good conversation. We're going to record for a while.
Yeah, we're going to record. We're going to do an awesome video setup with some of the best promoters in the fucking Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's going to be killer.
It's going to be super fun.
It's going to be super fun.
Very excited.
Super fun, super fun. Other than that,
Freelance March 6th, this Friday, like 2 days from now.
is it?
Yeah. They got another show.
Oh, yeah, that's the, what the fuck is that one
I
called?
forget what it's called. Google it. I mean, we'll probably talk about it also, but
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Like I said, it's a lot to remember when you sit down. We sit down to record this fucking show, and there's professional wrestling nowadays is like a million fucking things. So if you don't take proper notes, fuck, even if you do take some notes, it's just like, brain fart.
yeah.
So whatever. That's why we have things set up on our social media, because as they are happening, as they unfold, as the latest news breaks, you can go to Twitter at JPW Podcast and see, what the fuck Game Changer Wrestling is doing, Black Label Pro, Freelance, WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact, all of these promotions, and it goes even beyond that. Right. You can check on Facebook at Juice Pro Wrestling and join that Facebook group, Juice Pro Wrestling Universe, motherfuckers. Join that shit. Hit it up. Instagram, it's there. Everything we do, all the little guest spots I do, because, I'm a traveling man when it comes to podcasting, and I do what I can. Sreten's laughing because he's a piece of shit.
I would like to start hashtag leave Sreten alone.
No.
Hashtag defend Sreten.
No.
Hashtag thin skin Sreten.
No. He is the body guy of podcasting.
Hashtag body guy of podcasting. Boom!
And actually, here's another. When you're following us on Instagram, Sreten did manage to find himself to kind of weasel his way into his own little Instagram TV series, his weekly TV series at Juice Pro Wrestling. So check that out. It's called Confessions with Sreten.
Just a little bit.
It's just a little bit. The first one dropped last week. We'll have another one coming at you guys this week. So it's going to be highly entertaining. You will get to learn more about the producer, the audio guy for Juice Pro Wrestling, the guy who don't know jack dick about pro wrestling. That's right, I said Jack Dick. Jack Dick! Hey, I'm Jack Dick! JR, I think it was during Revolution or Dynamite. JR's like, man, he certainly knows how to be a Richard. I was like, what the fuck, JR? What are you doing? By God, he's a Richard!
Hey.
Yeah.
Say what you can.
Yeah, say what you can. But look forward to next week. Like I said, the Queen's Court. We welcome the Queen of New England will be on the show to fuck shit up with us.
I'm very excited about that, too.
Yeah. It's going to be good, man.
I'm just frequently excited about things.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of things. We're doing a lot of cool shit. So, hey, man, our YouTube's been blowing up. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and sharing with your friends. Please continue to do so.
Please do so.
To do so. That's only number 3. I'm fucking losing. It sounds like a game.
To do so.
Remember that game Taboo?
No. Yes, I had a copy and we never opened it.
Yeah, it was a piece of shit. Oh, hell no. Anyways, random thoughts from the juice. Yeah, thank you guys for supporting. Share us with your friends. You know, the reviews and the ratings, all that shit really helps. We're trying to get somewhere and we want to take you with us. So help us out. Come on. Bring it in for a group hug.
Word of mouth, man.
Yeah.
That's our best thing. Fuck the algorithms. Fuck all that other stuff. If you listen to us, if you like us,
DIY, old school.
yeah, tell somebody else. One person. If it's if you got any 7-year-old grandmothers and don't know how to subscribe on iTunes or whatever, do it for her so she could listen to us once a week.
Yeah, it don't cost you guys shit.
She's tired of listening to NPR and how to make a good souffle or sugar-free cake. She wants to hear us.
Yeah. We ain't fucking sugar-free. We packing all the salt.
That's right.
We got the sugar blues like a motherfucker, and we come at you every week. We ain't missed a beat in almost 2 years now.
Do it for your grandma. You don't love your grandma?
Gam Gam's a whore. Till next time, we love you all. Thank you for your support. You know we gotta wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up. You gonna do sex to me?